Excuse me, I've lost my voice straight away. Evening, everyone. How are we? Thank you very much for joining us. It is Saturday, the 10th of September. Good evening. As you've probably noticed there straight away, if you're with us already early, no pre-roll, no anything like that. I took most of yesterday reading through all of the incredible messages across Facebook, across everything, Instagram, Twitter, the whole lot. Um, and it's helped me decide how we're gonna, sort of come through, the next few days, what we're gonna do, all the way up to the funeral next Monday. So just so you're aware, and I'll explain this again a bit later on, but for those of you who are early and wondering why there was no sort of music or anything there at the beginning, I've stripped out everything in terms of for an entry there'll be no pre-roll, so what we call it the pre-roll, where you see the starting soon and then all of our bits and pieces, stuff like that. So for now I've stripped out all of the adverts, all of the all of our publicity stuff, if you like, along with the music. Same for the breaks as well. I mean, you don't have the breaks on a Saturday anyway, because you've got the bits and pieces that you play around with on and stuff like that. We're also following suit with a lot of companies that are limiting what they're posting on social media at the moment. So we're not posting much to social media, hence why we didn't. I didn't put. There was no shout out post or anything like that. I didn't really think it was appropriate, to be honest, with a shout out post and what have you. I'll just do a blanket one in a minute, which sort of says happy anniversary and happy whatever to everyone. And yeah, so Thursday's quiz will go ahead as normal, and so will Saturday's next week. Next Saturday will be the last live one for a couple of weeks, as I'm hosting. I'm hosting something next. I'm hosting something 2 weeks today in a local pub, and then the following Saturday will be the Saturday before the marathon. So I'm not going to be able to do both of those live. So the next two quizzes after tonight will be live. And yes, so next Thursday there'll be again a very very short intro like you've seen tonight. The breaks will be similar to Thursday. I'll stick around, I'll put a bit of a sort of be right back, etc., and then come in a bit quicker, and just have a chat with you all and what have you. So I've just literally just stripped it back to bare basics for the next few quizzes, just so that we can be respectful and still quiz, but understand what's going on as well. And that's thanks to all of your messages. As always, 99% of everything was absolutely beautiful, so thank you very much for that. For all of your incredible messages, comments, everything. It was just it was quite overwhelming, to be brutally honest. I didn't do it I didn't do anything for me on Thursday. Wasn't a self-indulgent thing or egotistical thing or anything like that. It was and I'd spoken to a lot of people in the hour and before I went live, and even as I said on Thursday, right up until the last minute, I still hadn't decided whether it was the right thing to do, and I decided that it was the right thing to do, and it was fully justified by all of your messages afterwards on Thursday night. So, and they're still coming in now. I got a couple of messages overnight, and it was very sweet. And I meant to write your names down, but if you haven't, you know who you are. And they messaged and they said that they're silent quiz players, if you like. They never message, they don't comment on anything, they just enjoy playing the quiz, and they felt they needed to message last night, because they just played the Thursday's quiz last night, and they were just starting it, and they felt the need to show support, and it was incredible. So yeah, if you've messaged, reached out, anything, thank you very much, because it's helped. It's helped us decide as well what we're doing going forward for the next week or so. Same with any announcements as well. We've got some things that are in the pipeline, but right now it's not about us. It's not about me. It's about how everyone wants to cope and deal with everything that's going on in their own way. So, I'm not gonna start, bringing stuff that, oh, this is us, this is us, this is us. It's not about that at the minute. So welcome along. So we'll get started. Time's on screen. There you go, 10.5 minutes, and we'll get started tonight. So I've not really done this right well, because I've got 10 minutes to sort of fill. But yeah, hello to everyone. Hope you're all well. I think most people, and the only thing also, this is why it always is handy if you do subscribe, because then if we do go live and have not put a notification up anywhere, then at least you know that we are going live. But other than that, no, it's absolutely, yeah. So I hope everyone's well. Hope you're all okay with everything that's going on. And I say a lot of people have reached out, which has been really sweet. Hello to all of the YouTube live chat legends who have been in there talking away, and I have seen your messages as well in your Facebook group as well. I've just not really been in the right sort of place really to reply to you all, but I have seen them. But yeah, So yeah, it's been a very strange couple of days, no doubt, with everyone. No quiz jockey tonight as well. Just explaining that in the live chat as well. So because we switch quite often between pre-recorded and live on a Saturday, rather than anything else, just to keep the consistency. It's easier and better to do. It's easier and better to do. To keep the consistency and just say, look, there is no quiz jockey on a Saturday. Like I say, this is live. Next Saturday will be live, and then the next two won't be live anyway. So they'll be pre-recorded. So yeah, hope you're all doing well. Hope everyone's okay. If you are a patron as well, just so you know, the second round of the Patreon quiz championship will be on tomorrow night. I did say I wasn't sure, but it is on tomorrow night. I'll put all the links and the Zoom room and stuff like that. I'll put all of those up tomorrow morning. So that'll all go up tomorrow. But yeah, I think that was pretty much everything I had to just talk amongst yourselves for another 8 and a bit minutes. But yeah, so I think that's the most important things that I wanted to say. Anyway, just thank you very much for all of your support. From friends of mine messaging me privately to you guys in the live chat and Discord, and then all across social media. But like I say, it's not about me, it's not about us at the moment, it's about how everyone wants to cope with everything. So standard 50 questions tonight. There's another put these in order for break 1, and someone I asked last Saturday if because of my drawings, I said if anyone wants to suggest a category, I'll give it a go and see what I can draw. So for your second break, I have done some drawings based on someone's recommended category. So I've done that for break 2 for you. I did those this afternoon. Alan says, still don't know why you can't go live the night before the marathon. Listen, I'm going Facebook live during the marathon. I mean, that should be a bit of a compromise. So when we do the marathon, I'm going to do a Facebook live from the start line, a Facebook live halfway round. And then hopefully Facebook Live when I cross the line as well. Because I didn't realise last year, but you couldn't see it. You weren't able to really see it, and obviously by the time I got there, the cameras had all gone. So I think I'll do a Facebook Live when I cross the line, but we'll see how we get on. So yeah, hope you're all okay. Oh yeah, someone was asking in the live chat. You can't see it now. It's up here. Yeah, it's there, just out of shot. Yeah, someone was asking about the Marvel figure I had. It was a 40th birthday present for me. Let me just move it along. Yeah, you can't really see it because it was normally on the shelf. It's Stan Lee, the Marvel comic creator. He's got Thor's hammer and Captain America's shield and stuff. It was a 40th birthday present. That's what that was. So you can probably see I've changed a lot of this stuff behind me. So yeah, got the infamous John McClane, Justin Timberlake, Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz legend, 2 of the How I Met Your Mothers, and then behind me, P.T. Barnum, and then New York Giants player as well, and then all my Marvel ones are up there. So yeah. So yeah, about 5 and a bit minutes. Grab yourselves, get yourself sorted. I'm going to nip off in a second and just have a couple of minutes and then come back on. But yeah, there's no shout out post tonight. We'll have a think about it for Thursday. See how we feel with that. But yeah, I just didn't think it was definitely not right to go through the shout outs on Thursday night, and I don't think it was right to. It definitely wasn't right to do it tonight as well. I'm just going to look at the live chat actually. So yeah, just seen on the Facebook live chat as it's loaded up. Hello to the Leamington Loungers, Moogie and Phil, etc., and everyone who's in the live chat as well. So just want to, just hello to everyone who's playing along. Really, they've just popped up on there. So I'm just going to shut that down actually. But yeah, have you eaten those Maltesers? No, I haven't actually. I don't even know if they're in date. Oops. They were yeah. I think it's maybe probably time for the Maltesers to go. They were from somebody else, but they're actually not in date. I've got another box of Maltesers just under my desk. sucker. More, I've always said Maltesers and caramel. Well, mainly caramel shortbread or Dairy's Cadbury's caramel is the way to my heart. So I'll pretty much do anything for those things. But yeah, Maltesers as well is very good. Got some under there. And I've got to spend tomorrow just sorting through some of my candles because like this one is that one's melted down quite a bit. And then I've got a couple of others, so I need to sort through them all and work it out. So yeah, about 4 minutes, and we will. I was going to say Moogie on down. That doesn't work. Oh dear. But yeah, so yeah, standard quiz tonight, 50 questions, and then your stuff for your breaks as you normally would do on a Saturday. So yeah, just under 4 minutes. If you're just joining us and wondering about quiz jockey and stuff, yeah, no quiz jockey tonight. We don't have it on Saturday anymore. I say because we're flipped between pre-recorded and live. So yeah, no quiz jockey this evening. Yeah, whatever. I'll just keep doing it. It's fine. Say it as many times as I want. Where did we get to? Just having a look at the live chat and out on there. So yeah, what I've said about not posting anything on social at the moment, I will post a link up for the questions so you can review those in the break as well. They raffling off? I don't know. I've lost track of what you guys are talking about in the live chat. Right, 2.5 minutes, and then just over 2.5 minutes, and we'll get the first question on. Yeah, so no quiz jockey, and that's that. Really, pretty much. I'm just gonna need to go and grab my drink, so I'm gonna grab my drink, and then we'll get into it. I will be gonna mute myself, but you'll just have an empty screen, so you can have a look at whatever's in the background. I will. I'll see you in a sec. Helps if you unmute yourself, you numpty. 2 minutes and let's get into it. Let's do it. Oh, you're asking about. Yeah, no. I don't know my number. I won't know my number until I get to the event the day before. But yeah, I'll give you the number for the marathon once I know it. When it gets a bit nearer the time. Got a lot of things to get through before we get to the marathon. Right, just over a minute to go, and then so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to knock off the live chat in about 30 seconds. So by the time it gets to you, you'll have 10 seconds. So I'm just going to knock the YouTube live chat off in a sec. So if you want to say anything finally to your friends that you're talking to, please do that now. Otherwise, it won't come through. But grab your pen and paper, a minute to go, and we'll get this quiz underway this evening. Right, so by the time this gets to you, live chat is now switched off. So yeah, 30 seconds. Let's bring it up. So I've got it on that one there. That's on, that's off, that's off, that's off, that's off. Right, perfect. That is set up, ready to go. The answer to that tiebreaker question on Twitter is 3,412, just so you know. 10 seconds, and let's get into it. Jake's number is 666. If you think he's wearing 999, he's fallen over. Thank you very much. Right, welcome along. It is Saturday the 10th of September. Thank you very much for joining us in the middle of what is a very, very strange time for everybody right now. But let's quiz. 50 questions in front of us. We'll do, as always, 30, then take a break, and then come back and do the rest. So we'll kick off with entertainment for you this evening, as we always do. starting with this. Number 1, when Doctor Who returned to screens in 2005, who played the Doctor? So when Doctor Who returned to screens in 2005, who played the Doctor? Oh, that's quite cute. Anya calls Maltesers small geezers. I like that. It's quite cute. Number 2, what was the name of the character John Travolta played in Pulp Fiction? So what was the name of the character John Travolta played in Pulp Fiction? Number 3, Travis released the song Turn in 1999, but which Britney Spears song was on the B-side? So Travis released the song Turn in 1999, but which Britney Spears song was on the B-side? Number 4, Ian Sterling is the narrator on which TV program? So Ian Sterling is the narrator on which TV program? Number 5, Finding Dory was the sequel to which film? So Finding Dory was the sequel to which film? Number 6, UK dance act Bus Stop released Kung Fu Fighting in 1998, but who recorded the original? So UK dance act Bus Stop released Kung Fu Fighting in 1998, but who recorded the original? Number 7, Great British Bake Off originally started on which UK channel in 2010? So the Great British Bake Off originally started on which UK channel in 2010? Number 8, how many times has the UK won the Eurovision Song Contest? So how many times has the UK won the Eurovision Song Contest? Train. even know if the microphone picks that up anymore. Number 9, which American medical drama series starred George... That's spelled badly wrong. Hold. There we go, that's better. Which American medical drama series starred George Clooney, Noah Wiley, and Alex Kingston? God, last time I spelt him as George Clone. Which American medical drama series starred George Clooney, Noah Wiley, and Alex Kingston? And finally, number 10, who is this? So who is this for number 10? So round 2, I've gone with which decade. You've probably seen, across all of the news, some of the incredible things that you actually look at what's happened over the last 70 odd years. And as I was going through, I thought, actually, there's some of these incredible things, but I was trying to play the game as to what decade they were in. Some of them were quite tricky, so I've gone ahead and formulated this into my own round. So all you need to do, all these next 10 things that are coming up, 10 events, just need to decide which decade they occurred in. There's nothing before the 50s, just to clarify. Some of the decades are repeated. Number 1. The first successful clone was created in which decade? So the first successful clone was created in which decade? So in which decade was the start again? Man first walks on the moon in which decade? So man first walked on the moon in which decade? Number 3, in which decade was the fall of the Berlin Wall occurred? In which decade? So the fall of the Berlin Wall occurred in which decade? Number 4, world's first commercial jet service began in which decade? So the world's first commercial jet service began in which decade? Number 5, Hong Kong returned to China from the United Kingdom in which decade? So Hong Kong was returned to China from the UK in which decade? Number 6, the Vietnam War ended in which decade? Vietnam War ends. Number 6. Number 7, the UK hosts the Paralympic Games for the second time. In which decade? So in which decade did the UK host the Paralympic Games for the second time? Number 8, Bitcoin launched in which decade? So Bitcoin launches in which decade? Number 9, JFK was assassinated in which decade? So JFK was assassinated in which decade? Finally, number 10, the first female UK Prime Minister was elected in which decade? So the first female UK Prime Minister was elected in which decade? Right, we'll finish off then the first part of the quiz with blockbusters for you. 10 of these random style questions as always for a Saturday night. Kicking off with this, number 1, what sea is a sauce traditionally served with turkey? The food, not the country. What sea is a sauce traditionally served with turkey? Number 2, what S is bratwurst a type of? So what S is bratwurst a type of? Number 3, what V is the London terminus for the Gatwick Express? So what V is the London terminus for the Gatwick Express? Number 4, what B was the name of a darts-based TV game show? So what B was the name of a darts-based TV game show? Number 5, what D does the meat venison come from? I think we've got incoming as well. What D does the meat venison come from? Number 6, what B was the bank that first used an ATM in the UK? So what B was the bank that first used an ATM in the UK? As predicted, here comes incoming. Hello. Oh, come on, say goodnight quickly. No, don't clap.
What, guys?
Say goodnight.
Good night.
Come
Come on, off you go. Silly. Bye-bye. Number 7, what H has variations Tangfastics and Malwam? So what H has variations Tangfastics and Malwam? Oh, too far. Number 8, what M has the shortest coastline? So what M has the shortest coastline in the world? There we go. Please move my chair. There we go. Number 9, what M has applications Word, PowerPoint, and Excel? So what M has applications Word, PowerPoint, and Excel? And finally, number 10, what K has models Sportage and Rio? So what K has models of Sportage and Rio? Right, that is your first 30 for this evening. Let me just put that up. So the link's just gone up now for the question recap. It's in the same place as it always is, but just a lot of people ask where to find it. So it's on Twitter now, or jvpqquestions.com. There you go. That's where to find the question recap. Right, going to take a short break now. Just need to turn that off and turn that on. And turn that on. Right, so first break, put these social platforms in order of monthly active users. So put these social platforms in order of monthly active users, and I will see you back here in about 6 and a bit minutes. Sorry about that. I suffer quite badly from acid reflux. So I was just having a mint and timer finished and anyway, regards. I'll give you the answers to these in just a moment. Let you scrabble down your answers and make sure you've got them in the right order. Necessarily, it might not be the right order. Who knows? Oh. Okay, right. Time is up. Let's put these on the screen in the right order and see how you got on in 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, white screen. Hang on. I still haven't adjusted the animations on this. There we go. Okay, so in 9th place then is Reddit with 430 million active monthly users. 8th place is Pinterest with 459 million active users. 7th is Snapchat with 528 million monthly active users. 6th place is TikTok, 732 million. That is gone flying up the rails at the minute, isn't it? 5th place is Instagram with 1.2 billion. Facebook Messenger in 4th place with 1.3 billion. 3rd place is WhatsApp with 2 billion active users per month. 2nd place, YouTube with 2.291 billion active users per month. And number 1 is Facebook with 2.9 billion monthly active users. So 2.9, so effectively, yeah, just under half of the population of the world are on Facebook every month. And the strange thing with that list as well, with the exception of YouTube, the top 5, 4 of the top 5 are all owned by the Meta group, which is, well, it's what is effectively called the Facebook group. Facebook, WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, and Instagram are all owned by Facebook. That one there, ping that across. Right. Reset this one up, that one on there. Don't want media source. I want. Oh no, I need to move myself back down to there, make it slightly bigger. It's on the same one as that, and then bring that one down to there. There we go. Right, we'll go through the answers then to the first part of the quiz. Pings across, so get your other answer sheets together. Okay, so we kicked off tonight with entertainment. 10 random entertainment questions, starting with this, please. Hello. There we go, number 1. When Doctor Who returned to screens in 2005, who played the Doctor? It was Christopher Eccleston. Number 2, what was the name of the character John Travolta played in Pulp Fiction? It was Vincent Vega. Number 3, Travis released the song Turn in 1999, but on the which Britney Spears song was on the B side? It was Hit Me Baby One More Time. I think it's Hit Me Baby, and then in brackets one, or that's in brackets. And as long as you got that, it's fine. Number 4, Ian Sterling is the narrator on Love Island. Number 5, Finding Dory was the sequel to Finding Nemo. Number 6, UK dance act Bus Stop released Kung Fu Fighting in 1998, but it was Carl Douglas who recorded the original. Number 7, Great British Bake Off originally started on BBC 2 in 2010. Number 8, the UK has won the Eurovision Song Contest 5 times. Number 9, the American Medical... Oh, I'm not changing that now. The American medical drama series starring George Clooney, Noah Wyle and Alex Kingston was ER. And number 10, who is this? That is Terry Wogan. Round 2 from... Whoa, too fast. Round 2, which decade? Number 1, the first successful clone was created in the 90s. In the 90s. Number 2, first man walked on the moon in the 60s. Number 3, the fall of the Berlin Wall was the 80s. Number 4, the world's first commercial jet service began in the 50s. Number 5, Hong Kong returned to China from the United Kingdom in the 90s. Number 6, the Vietnam War ended in the 70s. Number 7, the UK hosted the Paralympic Games for the second time. It was 2012. So it was 2010s is the answer needed. But just so you know, so it was 2012 that it was the London 2012 Olympics where the second Paralympics Games was held. They co-hosted it, or Stoke Mandeville co-hosted it. I can't remember which year it was now, with an American city, and because Stoke Mandeville is very much considered to be the birthplace of the modern Paralympics, and so that was, even though it was co-host, it was still classed as hosting. So yeah, the second time was 2012. So 2010 gives you the point. Number 8, Bitcoin launched in the 2000s. It was 2009. I thought it was into the 2010s, but no, 2009. Number 6, JFK was assassinated in the 60s. And number 10, the first female UK Prime Minister was elected in the 70s. Blockbusters then, for you, number 1, what C is a sauce traditionally served with turkey? It's cranberry sauce. Number 2, what S is a bratwurst a type of? It is sausage. Number 3, what V is the London terminus for the Gatwick Express? It is Victoria. Number 4, what B was the name of a darts-based TV game show? Bullseye. Number 5, what D does the meat venison come from? It is deer. Number 6, what B was the bank that first used an ATM? It's Barclays. Number 7, what H has variations Tangfastics and Mau Wow? It's Haribo. Number 8, what M has the shortest coastline in the world? It's Monaco. Number 9, what M has applications Word, PowerPoint, and Excel? It's Microsoft. And number 10, what K has models Sportage and Rio? It is Kia. So there you go. That's your first 30 questions all boxed off for you. So tot your scores up. Yeah, let us know how you're getting on. I mean, if you're on Twitter, you can stick it on the question post, or if you're put it in the Facebook live chat or Discord or what have you. Let us know how you are doing so far. Still to come, connections round, which I'm not going to lie, it's not difficult tonight. Connections round after Thursday night's one, I've put an easy one together tonight, and then general knowledge to finish off, and then some of my drawings for you for break 2 as well. Just seeing if some scores coming in, so I know that there's some not bad scores coming through. Interesting. 30 out of 30 after being a bit generous with one question. I am not going to ask. As I always say, you're marking things yourself, so it's entirely up to you. If you can convince the people you're playing with to get a point, you can get a point. Okay, right. Put it onto that one there, do that on there, and then ping this across. Okay, so still to come, connections around general knowledge. Connections, as always, 9 questions. Question number 10, what links all of the answers together? As I say, it's not a difficult one tonight. I've gone with one of the easy ones that I've got on my current active list of upcoming connections rounds. Let's get into it. Number 1. What name is given to a US 10-cent coin? So what name is given to a US 10-cent coin? Number 2, what animal is called the king of the jungle? So which animal is called the king of the jungle? Thought someone was trying to take my rubbish bin. Number 3, what describes an amount of money placed on the head of someone wanted for capture? So what describes an amount of money placed on the head of someone wanted for capture? Number 4, what is known as the red planet? So what is known as the red planet? Number 5, a meal eaten al fresco, usually as part of a trip or excursion, is called a what? So a meal eaten al fresco, usually as part of a trip or excursion, is called a what? Number 6, in New York they are yellow. In London they are black. What are they? So in New York they are yellow. In London they are black. What are they? Number 7, complete the phrase, it's a what, not a sprint. So complete the phrase, it's a what, not a sprint. Number 8, what is the name of a building or room for processing, storage, and distribution of milk and milk products? I don't know why I've written it like that. What is the name of a building or room for processing, storage, and distribution of milk and milk products? Yeah, I know. Right. Okay. So the previous question, I've done that I did that deliberately to make it a bit of a curveball. That's why. Don't panic. I've not lost plot. It is still called that in some places, though, just so you're aware. But I did that for. I did it to make you all think. Number 9, what word is missing from the Star Wars opening? A long time ago in a what? Far, far away. I also did say this wasn't difficult tonight. So what word is missing from the Star Wars opening a long time ago in a what? Far, far away. And as always, question 10, what links all of the answers together? So what links all of the answers together for number 10? Right, finish off then with general knowledge, 10 random questions for you. This first one is very apt, and I thought it was very fitting, not just for everything that's going on at the moment, but also for us as this quiz community. Number 1, which classic board game did Queen Elizabeth II reportedly ban from the royal household? So which classic board game did Queen Elizabeth II reportedly ban from the royal household? Number 2, the logo for which popular app consists of a white telephone in a white speech bubble on a green background? So the logo for which a popular app consists of a white telephone in a white speech bubble on a green background? Number 3, Southwark is a borough in which UK city? So Southwark is a borough in which UK city? Number 4, the Dark Destroyer was the nickname of which boxer? So the Dark Destroyer was the nickname of which boxer? Number 5, what is the capital city of Malaysia? What is the capital city of Malaysia? Number 6, who was Prime Minister when Britain joined the European Union? So who was Prime Minister when Britain joined the European Union? Number 7, what is the second most common gas in the Earth's atmosphere? So what is the second most common gas in the Earth's atmosphere? Number 8, apples and pears is Cockney rhyming slang for what? So apples and pears is Cockney rhyming slang for what? Number 9, whose artwork shredded straight after it had been sold? So whose artwork shredded straight after it had been sold? And finally, tonight, number 10. Number 10. Live well for less. Which supermarket's slogan? So live well for less was which supermarket's slogan? Okay, if you head on to the same link that was on this, because it's just a website, and then I update it, and then the new ones appear across the top. So if you go to jvpqquestions.com, you'll have the recap there for the questions. Or if you don't want to type that in, go to our Twitter. It's the previous tweet that I put up. train. This previous tweet I put up, it's on the same link, so if you just click on that link, it'll take you to rounds 4 and 5. Right, let me just get this all set up. So I need to turn that off, that on. Oh, the countdown timer is not working. Anyway, right, I'll time this to 2 minutes and then I know exactly where I'm up to. So coming up, more of my drawings. Name the musical from these 9 pictures that are coming up. That's all. It's just, I mean, they're my drawings. They're not my finest work, I'll be honest. Not my finest work, but anyway, name the musicals from these coming up, and I'll see you in 7 minutes. Okay, that was pretty much bang on. Yeah, bang on 7 minutes. Yeah, how are we getting on with these? I can't draw. I can't help it, but you love to. Oh, are they not? Oh, okay. Maybe apologise. West End shows. Apparently, two of them aren't musicals. My bad. I just typed in West End and just automatically assumed everything on the West End, and that's annoyed me now a little bit in my own head. Anyway, yeah. So two of these aren't actually musicals. Two of them are just West End shows. No. All right, let's give you the answers then to them. Now. So number one was Mary Poppins, spelt wrong. By the way, with 2 minutes to go, I flicked on to just check the answers and make sure everything was wrong. I hadn't even put the answers in yet. It was still on last week's answers. So I had to quickly flick on. Number one was Mary Poppins. Number two was the musical Six. They're all wearing crowns. Six Brides for Six Brothers. I'd have drawn six people, six ladies and six gentlemen. Number three was Cats. Can't draw a full stop, let alone a cat. Number four isn't a musical. West End show is Mousetrap. Thankfully, I think most of you got where I was going with it. Number five, Starlight Express. Number six is Jersey Boys. It was saying meow. Number seven, again, not a musical. Apologies, my bad. But West End show, The 39 Steps. Number eight was Fiddler on the Roof. Yes, it was a fiddle. And number nine was The Lion King. Let me just explain the Lion King one. I'm going to put it back on screen for a second. All right, the Lion King one. So, oh, you can't see my cursor. But I got a picture up of that iconic scene. I got a picture up for that iconic scene from The Lion King, where they're on the cliff and holding Simba up and what have you. And the two of them were in the background, and I tried to draw the two of them in the background as well. I might have overcomplicated it, but that's why I did that for number 9. More of those next week. Got another category? Ping it over. Let me know. Let me know what you'd like to see me attempt to draw next week. But do let me know. Right, get your marking sheets together while I just sort all of this out. Because I need to move myself back down to there, make it slightly bigger, and then... If you're a naked Mary Poppins, i.e. no skirt, I'm having Singing in the Rain. Yeah, okay. You can have Singing in the Rain, that's fine. I'll give you Singing in the Rain. So in my defense, not one of those people had clothes on. So none of them across all of the pictures. But yeah, if you want Singing in the Rain, you can have Singing in the Rain. I'm not going to argue. Right, let's go on to that one. Right, let's give you the answers to the final part of the quiz then. Connections round, very, very simple tonight. It wasn't difficult. Number one, what name is given to a US 10-cent coin? It is dime. Number two, which animal is called the king of the jungle? It's lion. So all these questions have sort of doubled up in a roundabout way tonight. And number three, what describes an amount of money placed on the head of someone wanted for capture? It is bounty. Bear with me 1 second. Sorry about that. Number four, what is known as the red planet? It is Mars. Number five, a meal eaten al fresco, usually as part of a trip or excursion, is called a what? It is picnic. Number six, in New York they are yellow, in London they are black. It is taxi. Number seven, complete the phrase, it's a marathon, not a sprint. It is still called marathon in a few countries, in my defense. And also I couldn't really do Snickers, and I was running out of chocolate bars, so that's why I went with marathon. You kind of knew where I was going with it, and it didn't affect the connection. So, but yeah, it's still called marathon in a few countries. And number eight, what is the name of a building or room for processing, storage, and distribution of milk and milk products? It is old. There we go. Dairy, not diary, dairy. Number 9, just thank my English teacher for all of my spelling mistakes, etc. Number 9, what word is missing from the Star Wars opening? It's a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And what links them all together when it comes to life? There we go. Chocolate bars. They're all chocolate bars. General knowledge then to finish off. Number 1, which classic board game did Queen Elizabeth II reportedly ban from the royal household? It was Monopoly. Number 2, the logo for which popular app consists of a white telephone in a white speech bubble on a green background? It's WhatsApp. Number 3, Southwark is a borough in which UK city? It's London. I'm coming to raid your fridge, Roxy, if you've got some dairy milk in your fridge. Number 4, the Dark Destroyer was the nickname of which boxer? It was Nigel Benn. Number 5, what is the capital city of Malaysia? It's Kuala Lumpur. Kuala Lumpur, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Number 6, who was Prime Minister when Britain joined the European Union? It was Ted Heath. Number 7, what is the second most common gas in the Earth's atmosphere? It is oxygen. Sorry, Sarah was asking me what I wanted to eat. Number 8, apples and pears is Cockney rhyming slang for what? It is stairs. Number 9, whose artwork shredded straight after it had been sold? It was Banksy. Uh-oh. Knew it was something I was supposed to do. And number 10, live well for less was which supermarket's slogan? It was Sainsbury's. Right, we're going to have to potentially go classic here. If it wants to work. I haven't written you a tiebreaker. Oh dear. Oopsies. Right, let's go on to that one there. No. Oh, no. I haven't written you a tiebreaker. Alright, I'll go with the classic one. Oh, that'll do. Talk amongst yourselves. No, that one there. Yeah, as I said, your tiebreaker. What is the length in millimeters of an AA battery? So what is the length in millimeters of an AA battery? Very good job. I can think on my feet at times, I tell you. Okay, nearest to it gets the point. The answer is 48. So an AA battery is 48 millimeters long. Ooh, and there we go. That is it for this evening. Thank you very, very much for joining us as always. So yeah, we'll be back on Thursday night. Very much the same setup. Not much in the way of talking, and definitely not much of our stuff. No announcements, no adverts, no anything like that. The only thing that's staying in is the Patreon credits, which is about to come on after this. So we'll be live with you on Thursday night again, and Saturday night as well. We'll be live as well. So yeah, for the next two quizzes, as I said right at the beginning, no ads, no breaks, nothing about anything else other than just quizzing for the next two quizzes. That is it. I'm not gonna yeah, if you want to comment your scores, you know, just find a way to do it. I'm not putting a social post up for it this evening, so there's a couple of ways you can do it on Twitter and what have you. Other than that, that is it from me tonight, and I will see you all on Thursday. Have a good week, everyone. Look after each other. Look after yourselves. As we said on Thursday, our inboxes are open. So if you want someone to talk to, if you need someone to have a chat with, just drop us a message. We'll see you soon. As always, for me, take care. I'm on the wrong one. No, I'm not. I'm on the right one. Yeah. As always, for me, take care and stay safe.